Well, hi Taurus, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. And let's get started. For Taurus, what can you expect from the universe? What is coming up? Any advice would be greatly appreciated for Taurus people. Wow, I'm just feeling really heavy, I guess is the word. Let's see what we have that came out. Ooh, okay, big changes. Big. That's in your highest energy. Wheel of Fortune. The overall energy is a lot of communication. Taurus, there you are as the Queen of Pentacles. We have a couple cards left over for the second part of the reading. So Taurus, the overall energy of your reading is the Eight of Wands. Wow, a lot of communication going on there. Back and forth. This is either video chat, this could be texts, phone calls, emails. So there's a lot of back and forth going on. And all this communication has something to do with the universe moving you forward for the better. Wheel of Fortune. So you can't stop that wheel. Once that wheel starts turning, you cannot stop it. It's the universe, and so they have a hand in pushing you forward. And a lot of people say they can feel that energy of wanting to move forward, making decisions to move forward. It comes from the universe, and it also includes all this communication. So this communication is somehow helpful for you moving forward. I have the Hangman right next to the Wheel of Fortune. This is a very spiritual card. It's a card of enlightenment. You see the head is all lit up. But this is also about not moving forward. So you're finally going to move forward for your better. It's like all this communication is going to set you free. It's like going to help you decide how you're going to move forward or why, something like that. Sorry, I was picking that up too high. But the Hangman, so I always look around the Hangman because that is a very spiritual card. And it's saying that, hey, look, you're going to be moving forward, and it's with the help of the universe, and where you're going is much better than where you are. It's going to come through all this communication, and it has something to do with the Knight of Wands energy. Now, this energy here is energy of someone who runs in and out of your life, someone who is not grounded, someone who is flighty, they just unsettled. And sometimes it could be someone who runs in your life with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but they run out with a staff of passion. So, this can be a player's card. So male or female. So let's see, are you moving forward from that player, or how is this player involved? Is this person, maybe this is a friend of yours. Maybe this person is going to help you to move forward. But let me just keep reading. I have the Two of Wands under the Wheel of Fortune. There you are. It's like you're ready now. See, you were just hanging out, seeking enlightenment about how to move forward, and you're getting all your answers from someone who cares about you, someone who talks with you about moving forward. So you're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and you're holding the world with the other hand. So you're just like standing there and you're contemplating, what is it going to look like in moving forward in life? What's out there for you? What is out there for you? That is the question. I have the Seven of Wands on the other side of the Eight of Wands and under the Knight of Wands. Now, it feels like you're blocking this Knight of Wands energy. You're also not listening. It's almost, it feels to me like whoever this is that's been in your life or been a part of your life, they try to communicate with you, and it turns into a conversation, and you end up blocking a lot of what they have to say. It's like what they have to say is not really what you want to hear. It's not helping you. I thought it was helping you, but I don't think they're helping you that much. I think you're just taking control of your own life here, Taurus. And you're like, no, I'll make up my own mind. I'll follow my own path, but thank you, you know. Anyway, that's what it feels like. It feels like a thanks anyway. Because this is not energy that normally would move forward with you with the Wheel of Fortune. Because normally you're going to run right over that Knight of Wands. You're just going to pass that Knight of Wands right up. Let me keep reading, though. I can change my mind. Depends on the cards, how they come out. I have the Two of Wands, and underneath the Two of Wands is the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you are turning your back on that Knight of Wands energy. You're turning your back. I think you had love for this Knight of Wands. I think you probably figured out the Knight of Wands is not going to be settling down, that they're going to be the way they are, and you're leaving them behind. I think you had love for them, but you're moving forward. You're like turning your back on them, but you're heading towards somewhere else, and that is where the universe wants you to go. They want you to go where you're supposed to go in life. You're walking right towards being yourself. And we got the Queen of Pentacles, which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And so this is you, Taurus. And what you're doing is you're looking at that pentacle. This is the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck. And you're contemplating, where is your secure and stable life? Where is, I think you're looking for your person out there that you might be able to commit to, or they might be able to commit to you. Knight of Wands is not a committable person, and I think that's why you're blocking them. Maybe they tried to run back in again, and it hits you, and you're like, no, thanks anyway. But the Queen of Pentacles here you really got your eye on a solid, secure, stable relationship, possibly a commitment, and you're walking right towards it. Under what you're blocking with that Knight of Wands right here is a Seven of Swords. Deceitful behavior, lying, stealing, cheating, taking of love, not giving. It could be rumors. It can be any kind of deceitful behavior. You're done with it. This whole line, it's like you're done with it. They try to come back in again, and you have to block them again, even if you have already blocked them. And you're saying, well, I already did that. Well, they try to come back in again. But you don't want this behavior around you anymore. You're done. You're over it. Yeah, I think there was someone else influencing them. I want to see where you're going. I want to see what is coming up with that Wheel of Fortune for you. Your Taurus advice would be really nice. And let's see what's going on for Taurus. We got plenty of cards. I feel like let's see what we got. 3 extras. What's that? I'm going to take an angel card out at the end. Okay. So the 3 of Pentacles came out right next to the Knight of Wands. This is a black card. This is not seeing eye to eye about Pentacles. See? About commitment, security, stability. The Knight of Wands, they want to play. They want to be free. They don't want to be attached. And if they are attached, they're attached to someone else. They just wanted to run in and out of your life. I have the 2 of Pentacles next to the 3 of Pentacles. That caused a lot of confusion for you. It was like a lot of highs and lows. It was a high when they ran in, and it's a low when they ran out. Rocky seas. This is like a roller coaster ride, and you are getting off of the roller coaster. I got the King of Wands right next to the 2 of Pentacles. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But here you are. This is your energy. And male or female, they're all male or female, you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. With one hand, your hand is on your hip, with your other hand, and you are ready to get up and move forward into a fresh, new beginning in your life. You're over it. You're getting over this past relationship. Now, that's with the help of the universe. Don't forget to thank them. So, I have the 10 of Wands under the 3 of Pentacles and next to the 7 of Wands. So that heavy burden of having to to block this energy here for your own good. This heavy burden of having to put up with this third party type situation, whatever was going on there. You're going to be able to drop these wands. This burden, there's no of wands. There's only the 10 is the highest you can go. And look how hunched over. You're going to start dropping those wands, and you can drop them all at once. And here we are. Remember, you were looking for that new life cycle, and the Wheel of Fortune is pulling you along, and you're dreaming about what that's going to look like. You're really ready. You're really ready to move forward, and you're really ready to leave some past energy behind you. Here's your new life cycle. The World. There it is. You're entering your new life cycle. That's why you get to drop those wands. Well, you're probably dropping them as we go, you know. But you're entering this whole new life cycle with your sword up, your scales balanced. This is the Justice card. This is the card for Libra, by the way. So Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you are moving forth with your sword of truth and clarity up, and you're going to stay balanced. So you do drop the wands. You get rebalanced. You come out of this Two of Pentacles, that tipsy-turvy, you know, highs and lows. You're going to get rebalanced. You're going to move forward just like you want to into a new life cycle. You're dropping these wands. Look, Six of Pentacles right under that wands, and right next to the Seven of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is breadcrumbing. That's usually what the Knight of Wands does. They breadcrumb you. They breadcrumb you because they fly in and out. They just barely give you enough to keep you hanging in a relationship. It's not fair, but you know, there are people who do that, male or female. So it throws your scales off balance, which you are rebalancing over. It's also, under the World card here, I have the Two of Cups. Now, this is a soulmate card. This, you know, I'm trying to figure out if this is somebody coming in, but I think this is who you're moving into a new life cycle away from, I think, this. Because it's right between the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a soulmate. I mean, we have soulmates out there. And this is like friends with love. Soulmates. I think they treated this as a friends with benefits relationship, and you might have too, but you were done with it. It was just too much anymore. You're changing. You want a new life cycle. The universe knows it, and you're definitely moving in that direction. That Two of Cups is right next to the Seven of Cups. So this tells me that this relationship, the Two of Cups over here, this became very confusing to you. All these cups are the wrong cups. They all, you know, for one reason or another, they're all screaming, pick me, you know, and none of these cups are the right cups for you, okay? So you've been through it. You've picked cups, and they didn't work out. Cups are love in the tarot deck. This one was probably empty until you picked it, and then the snake came out. You know what I mean? So there's confusion here. There's confusion here in love. But you are rebalanced. You are ready to move forward. And most of what this reading is talking about is what you're leaving behind. And it's telling you to don't sweat it. You're doing great. You're healing. You are becoming rebalanced. You're moving into a new life cycle for your better here. And then I have three other cards. This is something else that they're pointing out. You've been through a lot in your relationships. Oh boy. This is such a good thing. This is like a whole shift in your whole universe that's coming up, that you're heading into. And I think it's because you're putting your sword up in self-protection now. And you're going to stay balanced. So Taurus, you're going to go through a lot, or you are going through a lot of healing spiritually. All the swords of truth and clarity are coming to you through meditation, prayer, soul searching. Look, we got the Three of Pentacles, we got the Devil card. This is a card for Capricorn just because of the horns. Might be strong in someone's chart. But, you know, this is being tied to someone who was tied to someone else, just like I thought when I saw that Three of Pentacles. So, yeah, it was toxic. That's why they're running in and out of your life. Toxic energy. And the Ten of Swords. It's the end all the truth and clarity that comes to you, that you figured all this out. And you know, I think you did a lot of that too through communicating with friends, people who love you, that you figured out what was going on in your life, why you weren't getting that pentacle that you so much want. That pentacle, a stable and secure relationship. Well, this 10 of swords came out with these cards. You're going to finish your healing and you're saying goodbye to toxic energy. Goodbye. No more of that. So this new life cycle that's coming in is not going to be filled with toxic energy. It's not going to be filled with players. It's not going to be filled with breadcrumbing, lies, deceitfulness. This is a whole new, it's like you're moving from one world to another world. Your whole life is going to be changing, and you're already probably in the process of doing that. So Taurus, let me take out a angel card for you. There is advice in these cards, something that your guardian angels and spirit guides want you to know. And I'm just going to shuffle them, and then I will cut them when I feel like I've got a good shuffle here for you, and this is it. Okay, here we go. Cutting. And then the bottom card is your card for Taurus. The 10 of thought is your card. The 10 of thought. You can pause, you can read it, but I am going to read it to you. So the 10 of thought. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end. What we were talking about. And you can breathe a sigh of relief. That's how I feel. I feel like all this, everything's changing. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go of this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. Well, that is your advice. Something that the guardian angels and spirit guides wanted you to hear that could be helpful for you. So Taurus, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.